Welcome to Let's Talk Gati Tawara Askalume. My name is Nicole.
Africa.
On this episode, I'm with someone very special to me. My dad. Hi, Dad.
Hi, Nicole.
So, Dad, when did you start Marigena Media?
Obviously, it was before you were born.
Yeah.
That's when I started Marigena Media. Where do I start? Marigena Media started way back when I was still in Zimbabwe. Have you been to Zimbabwe?
Yes, I've been to Zimbabwe once.
When was that? Do you still remember?
It was when I was 8 in 2022, I think.
Okay, did you?
Hello, how are you, Makadi? My name is Nicole. Today, I'm in the West Midlands, in Birmingham, in a town called Walsall. Today, I'm in an African shop, which looks like Zimbabwe. Last year, I was in Zimbabwe in 2022, and that was my first time to be in Zimbabwe. Now I'm going to show you Zimbabwe products in the UK. Follow me. This is Sundam. I really enjoyed it in Zimbabwe. Oh, and you can also find it in here too. These are custard cream. You can also find them in the UK, and it reminds me of when I left Zimbabwe. Now, this is my favourite part of the store, the drinks. It's a Mazoa cream soda. What's your favourite drink? You let me know. My name is Nicole Marigena. I'll see you guys on the next one.
Did you enjoy going to Zimbabwe?
Yes, I enjoyed it very much.
Was it? Oh, it was your first time to go to Africa.
Yes.
Okay. Anyway, I'll take you back. Marigena Media started in Zimbabwe way back when I was still in school. It was me and my friend. We were back in college, and when we started as DJs. We used to play, in parties, and because I've always been someone who's been interested in
Music?
in media, yeah, music, media, and everything, yeah. So that's where it started, and we used to play in various places, high school, secondary schools, corporate functions. Yeah, like I said, it was music, and then from there, that's when that's when I came to the UK. And then in the UK, I just started doing photography. A lot of people know that photography. I started doing photography around 2005, 2006.
Really?
Yes. That was before you were born, your brother, your sister, everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's when I started that.
Well, are you still a DJ now?
I can say yes or no. A bit of both, because a lot of people still know me as a DJ. Like I said, when I got to the UK, I pursued my career as a DJ. I used to play, at parties, nightclubs in Birmingham. And then I decided to try video. But ever since I've been doing video, people still know me as a DJ. And I still, people still ask me to DJ. And once a DJ, always a DJ. So I've always been doing that.
Okay. Why did you start Marigena Media?
Marigena Media, like I said, I've always been passionate about capturing the moment, I think when you look at the pictures, the small videos when you were born, right now you're growing up, but I still have the moments that I captured when you were born.
Oh.
Which is good. So I've always wanted to capture the moment, and a better way to show it was to do weddings.
Who inspired you to do video and photography?
Who inspired me? Money inspired me. No, I'm joking. There are a lot of people that inspired me. He's now late. He's so rest in peace. Mr. Shadi Media, Shadrach Rukweza. When I started doing media in the UK, he was on top of his game, and he's one of the people that I looked up to.
So, Dad, how has been the journey of marriage and media from then to now?
I could say a lot has changed from when we started. When we started, it was, it was a bit interesting. It was fun, and we really, had, the fun, the love of doing everything, and I still do. But it's been, it has its ups and downs when you look into it. I've gone through a lot of development. Like when we started, the kind of equipment that we used to use and what we're using now, there's a massive difference. Remember the cameras that I'm using now, all the cameras in the studio here, what we have.
Yeah.
And if I show you, I still have my first ever camera. I think people can see it somewhere. Maybe I'll put it up there. That's one of the cameras I started using to capture weddings. And it's been great so far. It's been really great.
I've just been looking on YouTube at African artists. And which artists have you filmed before?
Actually, when I started, I've actually filmed a lot of artists. Some of them, you know them. I started with Lady Squander.
Vaya, make a sense. Vaya, ubowe matsaga nokugaya ubatipa nyangwe vakasakufarira mafanzi angu chete achadaira asiwarira inini vaya nekuti ndinotya chesi achadabudira msodzi inini vaya voisi radinaro raita nditwe mari nemarekodzi vaya nekuti ndinofamba ndakagara vachifamba netsoka inini vaya voisi radinaro raita nditwe mari nemarekodzi wainindodada.
I think last time when we went to Zimbabwe, I think we passed through a place, but you guys stayed in the car. Yes, I went to see her. She's one of my good friends. When she came to the UK for the first time, I did record her. I also recorded, well, most of them you wouldn't know them, but for the sake of people who are watching, I'm just going to say the names. So we've got, when we go back, we've got Lady Squander, we've got Nduna, we've got Madiz, JC, Freeman, and Jar Praiser. I think Jar Praiser, you should know him. You were really, really still young, but your sister.
I've heard
of
that name.
Yes, he was here in our house. He came all the way from Zimbabwe, and he came to Swansea. We spent the day on the beach, and we filmed his first ever international music video. It was me and my guys. We did that.
All right, on 3, 2, 1, action.
Hey baby girl, hey angel, my girly, oh, girly,
Just press when I zoom in.
Okay. How are you?
I'm good. What's happening today?
Oh, we're just shooting a video for Job Praiser.
also have Knox. I think you know Knox. Knox Goonie. He came here as well.
Oh yeah, didn't you come here with a squad?
Yes,
Yeah,
they
I
did come
remember
here.
that.
Yeah, and then we spent the day again. Well, they did spend a couple of days here. We filmed them.
So Dad, I've seen you like go to so many weddings without us. How many weddings have you filmed, if you can remember?
Ooh, that's a tough one. Although I remember my first wedding, with the camera that I bought, the one I told you about, it actually took me a lot. Well, it took me almost about 6 months to buy that camera so that I can start doing weddings. That's why I still have it and I'm never gonna sell it. I love it so much. So on the top of my head, oh, I think I've done over 70, 80 weddings.
70.
Yeah, that's quite a
That's a
lot.
lot.
That's quite a lot of weddings. And obviously, uh, the industry has got a lot of ups and downs. Yeah. But yeah, that's what I've done so far.
So I remember when I was young, you used to go to university. What were you studying?
I did study film and television, and also photography. I went to a university here in Wales, but for photography, I went to University of YouTube.
Oh,
Yes, that's where I taught most of my. I taught myself most of photography. I have so many people who inspired me, so I used to sleep every night watching their channels and going through camera settings and going through everything. But for proper video filming, editing, and everything, I did that at the university. And obviously, you guys were still young to understand what was happening. So, I would also want to ask you one or two questions, like what inspires you uh, to get into media the way that you're doing now?
um, that's kind of a hard question, but easy at the same time. What inspired me was you, because
Thank you.
you do media and you have a channel too, and you always go to these awesome parties, and then you come back always looking happy, and you have so much camera stuff, and it's just so interesting to watch you how you work.
Oh, thank you. That's really good to know.
So when it comes to merchandise, do you like sell it to people, or how would people like buy it?
You mean the Marijani Media merchandise? This is something that I've been thinking about for quite a while now, and I've been thinking that maybe from next year, we're going to be rolling out the Marijani Media merchandise, which is gonna be tracksuits, hoodies, caps, even shoes. Wherever we can put our logo, we're going to do it, and you guys are going to be the first ones to be wearing it around.
Wait, that means we're gonna be the models?
Yes.
Because I only normally see you or Tatenda wearing the merch around, which I feel very jealous because I do not have any merch of my own.
No, like I said, everyone is gonna have it, and you guys are going to start, and then from there, we're just gonna be rolling it out to everyone.
Talk to me about Swan TV because you've got a studio in town and I want to know what's that all about.
Oh, Swan TV. Right, Swan TV. It's a local online television station that I run with my good friend Uncle Mike. You know Mike?
Yes.
Yeah. We started Swan TV, a while ago.
So you started Swan TV.
No, it was
Oh.
Mike. Uncle Mike started Swan TV. And then I came along, and now we're partners in Swan TV. So we've got a studio in the heart of Swansea. You've been to the studio?
Yeah, many times.
Yes. So we do quite a lot in the studio. We do a lot of filming, green screen stuff. We do, we hold, what can I say? We hold seminars in there. We have lots of groups that come, people that we teach how to film.
Oh, so that means you both own the studio.
Yes, we both own the studio, yeah. So we've done quite a lot with the council, with other organizations. So yeah, Swan TV, it's going. If you go online, swantv.com, you'll see what we're doing in Swansea.
Do you have any future projects in Africa or UK?
We are looking into having projects in Africa and also here in the UK. And in Africa, when we went last time,
Yeah.
I went with some equipment, and I left the equipment with a group of people back in Africa. So they are putting something together, and we'll be going soon, very soon, to go and officialize everything, and we start filming there. And also here in the UK, we've got our podcast, and also other projects that are coming that I cannot say at the moment, but they are coming.
There are so many things that I've learned today from my dad, but sadly I can't really ask more because of the time. But maybe in the second episode I could ask more questions. Thank you, Dad, for coming into my first episode of Let's Talk Gatitaure Asklua.
Thank you, Nicole. I've really enjoyed my time. So who's going to be your next guest on the show?
I don't really know. We'll wait until the next one.